This is what it's all about, being fair and reasonable, and hearing each other, and not to undermine each other.
Right now, the individual talking is Jesse Spey from running for Congress. He is Muslim. Has been a huge part of his campaign. His immigrant family being first-generation American.
Because it is time that the 64,000 people who live in poverty in the 3rd Congressional District have a living wage of $15 an hour. It is time that the 30 million people in the United States of America in the year 2016 have a right to health care.
So, right, you guys didn't miss much. Unfortunately, my live feed cut out while I was running to go to the restroom, but people are seated right now because they will be doing a physical recount of the individuals in this room. I'm not entirely sure of the reason why, but the major thing about this is by my own personal visual confirmation, I will say that there are probably about 4 times more Bernie supporters in this room at this current moment in time than there are Hillary supporters.
We can't let the 12 million of our friends and neighbors who are undocumented in this country continue to live in fear. Let's create a path to citizenship. My friends, as I leave this, my brothers and sisters, as I leave this podium, I want you to keep in mind that we need leaders who care about our country, who care about our community. And I am that leader. I look forward to your vote on May 28th, early voting, and June 14th in the primary election. In the meantime, I'm going to yield the microphone to my good friend, Aaron Gilbert.
I just knew what's going on. I was helping an individual out.
At this time, I want to make a motion to recount. Let's look at it.
Right now, Jesse Spey, who's running for Congress, for United States Congress representing Nevada, has called for a recount. What does this mean? Right now, from my own personal estimates, don't take this with a grain of salt. There are 4 to 5 more times Bernie supporters in this room than there are Hillary Clinton supporters. If I use that power brick there, do whatever you need to do. Don't worry about it then. You don't want me to say what I can say. either might have just tuned in or been paying attention, what is currently happening is, it is, let me check the time, it is 10:30. I have been here since 6 a.m. I was not one of the earliest people here. There have been people here since about 4 a.m. So, right now, Jesse Spey, who is running for Congress, representing Nevada, has called for a recount. Let me show you what this room looks like right now. Starting from here and ending in the middle over here are all Bernie supporters. On the other side, there are Hillary supporters. Now, for my personal estimates, again, take this with a grain of salt. This has just been me walking around. There are a lot more Bernie supporters in this room at this current moment in time, simply because Hillary supporters have had to leave.
What audience is this going to? Reddit audience? Like the Bernie crats and whatnot? You should remind them that this committee here is elected by the Central Committee, which is made up of many central committees throughout all the counties in Nevada. And if you want to replace these individuals, you get on those committees and you vote against people like them that silence half of the room.
So, were you here this morning?
I was.
What happened this morning?
Basically, what happened is Roberta, you know, I don't know the rules, but Roberta wanted to petition to not go with Robert's rule of orders. The Bernie fans did, and she took a...
Let's see what's going on. That is the party chairman who has just stormed off. She has just ended the meeting and stormed out of this convention hallway, even though there was a motion to recount. You literally saw the chair of the Nevada State Party slam her gavel on her desk and run away by closing the committee, even though there was a motion to recount the votes. This, folks, is, yes, has just called the convention to close by slamming her gavel on the table, despite there being a very active motion of more than 60% of the people in this convention room calling for a recount, slammed this convention to a close and ran off. Joe, what is going on?
Right now, the chair of the Nevada State Democratic Party, Roberta Lang, called for a motion to close the convention. There was a loud roar of yes and no. She called for the yeas. We heard a loud roar of yes and no. She called for the nays. We heard a loud cheer of yes and no. No. The cheers were very, very loud on both sides. She determined that the yeses had it, and she closed this convention. People are very, very upset. People are not understanding what is going on right now.
To stop people from going on stage because the chair of the Nevada State Democratic Party has just stormed off after calling this convention to a close, despite there being more than 60% of the people in support of a recount.
The Bernie Sanders campaign is so close to getting more delegates than the Clinton campaign, and we're seeing a very specific bias towards one candidate over the other. This is not right. People need to rise up, be non-violent, but stand up and have your democracy heard. This is outrageous. The convention has been convened. This is outrageous.
Folks, once again, the Nevada State Democratic Party chairwoman has called for a motion to end the convention, and going with a very undemocratic vote, called the convention to a close, despite more than 60% of the people in this convention being Bernie Sanders supporters calling for an active recount. She closed the convention to a close, stormed off, ran off with police. Not right.
Ladies and gentlemen, I ask that you please act like ladies and gentlemen and to leave.
Woo!
This is not safe. All right? Please calm down. Please calm down. All right? I am not part of the voting process. I am the head of security for this department, and I'm asking you to leave quietly. Ask you to leave orderly and quietly to the back room, please. Please leave to the back room in an orderly fashion. Thank you. This assembly has been closed. It's time to go home, ladies and gentlemen. It is time to go home. Please leave to the back.
As calmly as possible, as someone who is extremely upset right now, extremely upset. This is exactly what is just happening. Listen up. The Nevada State Democratic Party chairwoman, Roberta Lange, came up on stage after being absent for the past 4 hours. There was an active motion to do a recount because there were more than 60 to 70% Bernie Sanders delegates in the room at this current moment in time. She called for a motion to end the convention, asked for yays, and then accepted it. She did not listen to people saying nays, and she actively slammed her gavel. Go back in this Periscope, watch it. She slammed her gavel, ran off with security in detail, and ended the Nevada State Democratic Party convention. The individual up on stage right now is currently asking everyone to vacate to the back of the room and leave the convention.
This is absolutely unprecedented.
That is Jason.
Please leave the private property at this time. Do not leave to be subject to misdemeanor trespass.
Be someone from the Nevada State Democratic Party or from this hotel is asking people to leave. Not asking, he is telling people to leave, telling them that they are trespassing, setting a precedent for arresting the Bernie supporters in this room for standing up for democracy, because the Nevada State Democratic Party chairwoman closed this convention despite there being an active motion for a recount, slammed her gavel, and stormed away with police in tow. I don't know what's going to happen tonight. I have no idea. There are police officers everywhere. There are so many Bernie supporters in this room right now who are so not okay with what's going on. We have been here for more than 16 hours. I've had a third of a pizza slice to eat the entire day because I've been actively being a part of this convention, and honestly, I am not even half as much as dedicated as the incredible individuals in this room. Where is that? All right, I am running out of battery, but you know what? Let's talk about what's going on right now. There are calls pretty much telling us that we are trespassing, despite the Democratic Party chairman saying that the convention has been closed despite it being a very undemocratic process.
My voice is shot like Mr. Lewis. I'm burning. These guys are doing their job. That guy is the head of security. He has asked us to leave. He's asked us to leave. We have to leave. These people have been us.
And basically what's going on right now is we have workers here at the hotel who are so tired from being here all day, just like we are, and they have to put up with everything at the convention, and they have to, the contract is over because the Democratic Party called this to a close, so they have to close it out. Jesse Spade's up on stage.
Please leave out of here peacefully, and I promise you, we'll pursue any and all remedies available under the law, okay? Please leave.
That's a bunch of bullshit and you know it. That's a bunch of bullshit and you know it. That's a bunch of bullshit. What are you going to do?
All right, folks, check this out. This is the Democratic Party. This is the Democratic Party. They have closed this convention and called police to stand up on stage.
Fucking liar.
This is what democracy looks like for Nevada Democrats.
This is what oligarchy
Liars!
looks like.
Liars! 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 We are watching.
Corruption!
We will have to pursue any and all remedies available under the law.
No denying that. That's not my song.
I've never seen anything like this.
We have now are seeing people leaving the convention, because they have been told that they are trespassing. We have police officers at the front of the stage.
And then they expect us to unify as a party after that? Like, what the fuck was that?
You caught that, right? You caught all that.
Oh, it's all on Periscope.
You got
Excellent,
it. You got
excellent,
it on video.
It's all. But what happened? What happened tonight?
literally-
Oh, hey, be a pro. Let's keep it civil.
As a Bernie person, okay. What happened was basically the rules that we passed at the beginning of the convention basically gave her the right to do anything she wanted. She basically became a dictator. And what was happening at the end when we were calling for a recount? She just got tired of it, and so she just, I'm done. Bye.
Slams the gavel on her desk and runs off with police in tow after undemocratically calling this convention to a close.
Go to the DNC headquarters tomorrow here in Vegas and protest outside
That is
of it.
also what I witnessed. That is also what I witnessed. She adjourned the meeting because without consulting with any of the constituents, she just simply adjourned the meeting and left.
For U.S. Congress, I've been here over 15, 16 hours now. What we've got is a motion on the floor. Despite that, she called for a motion to adjourn. She didn't get a second. Instead, she got a crowd of thousands yelling no. She insisted that that was a second and closed it down. There's still a motion standing. There's still work to be done. We didn't do a final count. We didn't elect our delegates. What we have is a miscarriage and a travesty that has taken place here. We have not seen the democratic process. This is a mistake at the highest order, and I will not tolerate this. This is not over. We don't even know if we're coming back tomorrow. We have no idea where we are in the delegates. This is unfinished business, and we need you people coming back to make this right.
Thank you. Thank you. So what you just heard was Rick Shepard. Head on over to Grassroots Select, r/Grassroots Select. He's one of the candidates that's done an AMA there. If you've not caught up yet, what's happened tonight is so unprecedented. Such a I can't even express this right now. The frustration and anger after being here for more than 16 hours. And I'm so sorry because I should be more professional right now, reporting to all of you. But this is so not democratic, what has just happened with the Nevada State Democratic Party chairwoman. Her calling this convention to a close, despite there being more than 60 to 70% of the individuals in this room disagreeing with that motion. Despite there being more than the majority disagreeing with the motion, and then calling police to protect you as you storm away by thrashing your gavel on your desk and calling the convention undemocratically to close. This is what democracy looks like for the Nevada State Democratic Party. This is Jason.
That's how you build a party. That's how you build a strong party. If you want to beat Trump in November, you know how you do it? You bring us together. You don't divide us. You don't make it Hillary versus Bernie. You make it Democrat and Democrat. Not versus, not anything quite like that. That's what we witnessed tonight, and it's a travesty, and it's the first time in my life I can honestly say I am sad. I am sad to be a Democrat.
I cried today.
Yeah. It was heartbreaking.
I literally, and I don't cry,
politically
but I literally cried
heartbreaking
today.
to
I was
see
so sad.
my two parents who came to the convention tonight, lifelong Democrats. Father's in his late 60s, my mom's in her early 60s. Proud Democrats for as long as they've been alive, and as long as they've been able to vote. They grew up in Democratic families. What they witnessed tonight, that hasn't happened. That doesn't happen. We can't claim to be better than Republicans if we pull this crap at our state convention.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be about uniting us. This is supposed to be bringing us together to the point where we say, we're all going to join together. We may not have gotten what we wanted, but at least we were heard. At least we had a voice in the platform.
Right.
We didn't get any of that.
There was no appeasement, no
Nothing.
offering, no
nothing. You can only
olive branch.
Yeah. And
there was no olive
there was,
branch.
I guarantee you.
There were olives on the
this
pizza.
is right, and this is
That
the
was about
unscientific part. I will honestly say that there's a good 60 to 70% of the Bernie supporters that would say, okay, I can vote for Hillary. I can do that.
Who are you real quick?
I think there
I'm
are.
Alex Singer.
Alex
Singer, he's a Bernie crap, but he is also a Democrat.
A Democrat.
A
That's
Democrat.
what we are. And at the end of the day, what we saw out there, this is my good friend, wait, what we tried to do tonight was try to have things the way we want as a Democratic Party. We're progressives. We're Democrats. You want to win in November? Unite us. You don't? Don't. And what I was going to